bros, drunk and probably high, go see a dinosaur movie. What could possibly go wrong? We are the Bro Force Squad podcast, and we are fresh out of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I'm Matt Geiger, along with the very pouty mad scientist Brian Banner, grading this on our 5 criteria. But before we get to that, if you haven't checked out any of our episodes, we know that Banner's probably very upset right now. So, how you holding up, man?
I'm not.
You should just give it all up.
Yeah, like I don't even want to do this review.
Are we spoiling this for people?
Have you seen the trailer of the movie?
Yeah.
Then no, we're not spoiling anything.
Okay. Well, keep tuning in because I actually like the movie. You apparently hated it. So, we're spoiling it for you, going right into acting cast. Who you got?
This is probably the one positive out of it. I'm going to take low-hanging fruit here. Chris Pratt. He's the new Harrison Ford. He wears a vest. He's got a little bit of an accent, and he's funny and good-looking, and I kind of want to be him.
And he wears a vest. Not in this one, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he wore a vest in this one.
Yeah, not as much, though. In the first one, he wore a vest all the time.
Well, he still wore a vest.
The only problem I have with him is he would not drink Beck's beer.
No, but Dallas Bryce Howard would, and she bought the beer.
Yeah, Beck's paid their spot, so it's fine. All right, something good. The little girl didn't have time to look up her name. She is a fantastic child actor. Like, one of the best I've seen in a while. I know that we've always say that child acting is hard to get right. She is great in this, especially in some of the scenes with the dinosaurs where she's, like, screaming and shit like that. Sorry, I had to close the door. Something bad, man. Bryce Dallas Howard. She is great. She's a great actress. She's great in this. It's not her fault, it's the writing. So, am I supposed to believe in the first one she didn't give a fuck about dinosaurs at all and was a businesswoman, and now she's like some type of fucking humanitarian that only cares about dinosaurs?
Oh, so you mean it's exactly like The Lost World?
Her character totally changed in this, like totally. Like, she is a great actress. It's not her fault. I think she did a great job in this movie. I thought she did a great job in the first movie. Even some people didn't like her running in heels. I thought she did a great job. It's just the way her character was written pissed me off, how she was like basically a businesswoman. She was like the CEO, only cared about sales, did not give a fuck about the dinosaurs at all. And now she's like almost for PETA or something, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's the only problem I had with the acting cast. Everyone else I thought was really fantastic.
That's not even a problem with her. That's a problem with the fucking story.
Yeah, it's a problem with the story and the way it was written. Goldblum, only in 2 scenes, but he was good.
They utilized him well.
Yeah, it was cool. If you think you're going to get a lot of him, then you just don't know Hollywood, man. You're just not. Going right into story, I'm just leaving this to you.
Have you seen The Lost World? Yeah, it's pretty much the same fucking thing. You've got Dallas Bryce Howard, who was a businesswoman, all about money, this, that, and the other. We got to keep secrets, and this is how we do things. And then in the next movie, oh no, we got to save everybody because we created them and we don't want them to die. Dallas Bryce Howard does that exact same fucking thing. It's predictable. You go to the island. Oh, we got double-crossed? I would have never thought that was going to happen.
I will say there's one unpredictable thing in this story. And, well, going into it is apparently Hammonds has a partner. And Banner, who's read the books, if you've ever listened to our podcast, you know he's read the books. But the problem I have with it is that they never said it in the original Jurassic Park. If they thought they were going to write a sequel, they could have said it, at least set us up for it in Jurassic World, the first one. But I just hate when people take a 70s, 80s, or 90s movie. I mean, it just basically like Star Wars. Like, oh, did you know Vader had a twin brother? I'm like, no, he didn't. And Han Solo didn't have fucking fuzzy dice either. You got to write that in the story of the original ones. Don't treat us like an idiot. Other than that, man, I thought the story was pretty cool. I liked at the end how they were auctioning off the dinosaurs and people were going to try to weaponize them. I liked that in the first one, too. This doesn't really have anything to do with the story, but this should be up for Best Director for an Oscar. I'm not even fucking kidding you. If you don't think the story is that well, then you're more in Banner's shoes. I thought the movie is pretty good, but the directing in this, go see it in Dolby Cinema. This movie is fucking awesome on screen. Very well directed, in the water, on land, volcano, everything. I thought it was a blast to see.
Visually, it was great. The acting was great. They did everything they could with what they were given. They were just given a shit thing. Going back to what you said about Hammond having a partner, if you're going to give him a partner, at least give him the same name as what his partner was in the books, Norman Atherton. But of course they're not going to fucking do that because that would make sense.
Okay, you're so pissed right now. Best scene, I'll take this one because it's the opening scene. Because the opening scene doesn't have to be the best scene, but ding, it has to set
a tone.
And it did in this movie, man. It's like they're underwater. I almost didn't pick the opening scene because it proved me wrong. Because I thought the I-Rex had part Musclesaurus in him, so I thought he would be able to swim. But apparently they see.
And
his
how
bones.
stupid of a name is Endoraptor?
I don't know.
So fucking stupid. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
But anyway, that scene was cool because we got surf and turf, bro. We got Musclesaurus and T-Rex, and we tried to get a saving scene. And it actually set up the entire story, too, because they're trying to get a tooth out of the I-Rex to make that new dinosaur that you just talked about, the I-Raptor. So that was my favorite scene. It was fucking awesome. Just getting right in the theater. I was halfway done with my beer after the credits, and I was like, dude, this fucking movie is setting a tone for me already. And I didn't think it let up. It was full throttle the whole fucking time. What do you got?
My scene, we saw a quarter of it in the trailer, but they expanded on it and actually thought it was pretty good. The scene where Owen and Claire are on the boat in the back of the truck, and they have to take the blood from the T-Rex to put into Blue, into the Raptor. That was really well done. I don't think any of that was CGI. I think all of that was puppets and animatronics. And dude, I bought that was a real dinosaur that they were jumping on and climbing on and trying to get blood out of. They acted together and their chemistry together is so well. It's so good. And that showed, I guess it completely changed both of their characters from the first movie, but either way, we knew what they were about, and I enjoyed that. You feel the emotion of why they're doing it and that they have to do it that way.
Yeah, and just taking consideration when you see this film, whenever they're running from a volcano or they're in a cage with a T-Rex, I mean, they're doing that on green screen or they're doing that with puppets. I mean, that takes some fucking good acting to do. They're not actually in there with, like, if you're doing it with, like, a tiger or something that's well-trained or something like that. So
or a tiger that's not well-trained.
Yeah, or a tiger, yeah. Impacts on pop culture. Go ahead. I know you have a lot to say.
This movie is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
That's not true at all. This is a pretty good movie.
It's not a good movie. I can't
way better
believe it.
Justice League.
No, I know exactly how you feel when you saw Justice League. Look, we're probably gonna get one more. They want to make like 30 more, but now we're gonna get one more. What is it? Are we gonna have like Raptors playing fucking basketball with LeBron? Is that what we're gonna get in the next one? Is it gonna cross over with? Yeah, is it gonna cross over with Space Jam? I mean, that's what they set up.
I'll say 80% of this movie I think is great. However, the last 20%, not the last 20%, about the last 5%, the last ending scene of this movie, I believe is the downfall of the franchise, unless they're thinking of just making this a trilogy. If they just make one more, but after you take Dinosaurs to the Mainland, that's it. You're fucking done. I mean, you can do one more movie, but it's cool to think about a fucking T-Rex just walking through LA or, a raptor fucking running down the strip of Vegas. But then once you see it, you kind of realize how Godzilla and just fucking cartoon dumbass it is, really. And then it makes it almost not real anymore. When there's actually a island that is a park, like the first one, it seemed real. You're like, this could probably happen because I don't think we're fucking dumb enough to actually try to bring these to the United States and have a park here. They would probably be in a secluded island. So if they make more than just one more, they're going to be in serious trouble. Going right into rewatchability, I would definitely watch this again. I'm going to say this. I think this was a better action movie than Jurassic World. However, Jurassic World had head over shoulders way better fucking story, character development, acting, and that stuff. But for just straight up action, if you just want to, I hate to compare this to Transformers because it's just such a fucking tired ass franchise. But if you just want to go to a movie in the summer and be in air conditioning and see fucking badass CGI and stuff,
go see literally anything else.
You should go see this. This is a very, very good film. I had a lot of fun watching it, but I definitely rewatch it again. However, I will say that Jurassic World had a better story. It had me intrigued more on a movie sense. I'm more of a story guy, but for straight up action, man, this is fucking bar none, I think. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it because I'm sure we're gonna do a commentary on it, and yeah, that's probably it.
I mean, you guys made me do a commentary on Justice League, so it'd only be right if I made you do it.
Yeah, it's only fair. We just have to find a shitty movie that Hornacek and Cycli like or don't like, and make them do one.
Now, for people that don't read the books, don't you think they'd enjoy this movie?
Yeah, they probably will, to be honest with you. And it's not even the fact that I've read the books is why I don't like it. It's literally The Lost World. Like, we've already seen this. Part of the refreshing part of Jurassic World was that it was Jurassic Park, but it was a fresh take on it. It was new. We haven't seen things that were going on in that yet. We've seen them want to save the dinosaurs and bring the dinosaurs to the mainland, and then the dinosaurs get loose. We've seen that happen.
Check out our Jurassic World movie commentary, because I haven't alluded to this, and so did all the other guys on there, but it was the most creative thing I've fucking seen in probably 10 or 15 years. Other than kind of how they did Heath Ledger's Joker, it's the most creative thing I've seen in my fucking lifetime, how they did Jurassic World, because I'm like, this movie's going to be fucking stupid, but they actually made it that the park was open, and it's been successful for like 20 years, and you know, and then people got sick of it because they've seen dinosaurs. I thought it was the most creative thing I've ever seen. Especially because when people are trying to revitalize franchise,
it was so relatable,
and they fuck it up. But this one, I admit, it's not as creative at all. I don't think there was really anything that I thought was creative in the story at all. But just visually,
like effective. The girl being a clone. Who gives a fucking shit?
At least she wasn't a dinosaur. I'll say that.
Oh, so, that you know of.
Any other final thoughts? You want to give this something out of 10? I give this an 8 out of 10. I mean, the first one was a fucking 10.5 out of 10, but this one's probably a 7.5.
The score wasn't even good.
Wow. I'm cutting your mic off because people are gonna think we're haters. All right, we've been the Bro4 Squad. Check out our website, or don't if you hated this review. Maybe just fuck us. Maybe just end this right now. Bro4Squad.com, Twitter at Bro4Squad, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify. We're on all those motherfuckers, so do us a favor, listen, and subscribe. Until then, we will see you next time.
Is that hard to do? It's not that hard.